Welcome to Wrestling with Snipes. Today, we'll be looking back at Friday Night SmackDown from December 6th, 2024. SmackDown kicks off with the undisputed champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He says, Minneapolis, what do you want to talk about? He says, I'm excited to compete on a historic show like Saturday night's main event when I defend the title against Kevin Owens. Then out of nowhere, here comes American Made. Chad Gable says, you might be wondering why the greatest athlete to ever come out of Minnesota is doing here. Well, that's because of the transfer window is about to open. Chad said Nick Aldis would love to bring me to Friday Night SmackDown. He says, Cody, you are a bad friend. What you did to Kevin Owens is like what Otis did to me. Left me high and dry when I was at my lowest point. Cody, you are a terrible friend. Cody says, weren't you Shorty G? Well, Shorty G meets Stardust. So when you are meeting with Nick Aldis, ask him if you can go one-on-one with me tonight. And Chad, I've got Kevin Owens on my mind, and that's not good for you. Then we see Bianca Belair in the back with Naomi talking about her triple threat match first round of the United States Championship Tournament. Bianca says now that Survivor Series is over, I can concentrate on who attacked Jade. Naomi says, I'm with you, but first I've got to handle this triple threat match. Naomi leaves and then Chelsea Green and Piper Niven pop in. Chelsea says, look, we have our very own little Nancy Drew on the case. Then Bianca pie faces Chelsea and then gets a beatdown from Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. The first contest of the evening is a triple threat quarterfinal match to crown the first ever women's United States champions, with the participants Elektra Lopez, Naomi, and Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time. Naomi goes after Tiffany, dropping left hands on her in the corner. Then she is hit by Elektra Lopez from behind. Lopez hits a couple knees on Naomi. Lopez hits a basement dropkick on Tiffany. Then Tiffany retaliates with one of her own. Tiffany showboats and then Naomi catches her off the top with a crossbody. Then they battle to the apron and Tiffany stomps Naomi with both feet. Back in the ring, Naomi hits Lopez with an X Factor. Then Naomi knocks off Candice LeRae from the apron, who shows up out of nowhere. Naomi then hits a reverse DDT on Lopez. Naomi then hits the split-legged moonsault. And as she goes for the cover, Tiffany hits a swanton to break it up. Tiffany throws Naomi out of the ring and hits the prettiest moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3. It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton moves on to the semifinals. Then we go to the back and we see that Street Profits have been attacked and are hurt. Aldis says the tag team title match tonight will not happen. The Machine Guns show up and are asking what is going on. Then Gargano shows up and he asks what's going on. Aldis says the Profits are out. Gargano says DIY is ready. And the Machine Guns accept. We got a new tag team title match tonight. Then the next match is one-on-one contest with Bianca Belair against Piper Niven. Bianca backs Niven into the corner and hits some shoulder blocks into Niven's torso. Belair hits a drop kick, but then Niven bounces back and hits a basement crossbody. Piper Niven then hits a sidewalk slam for a 2 count. Then we come back from break and Niven has Belair up for a powerbomb, but Belair escapes and hits Niven with a shoulder tackle. Belair goes for a standing moonsault, but Niven gets her knees up. Piper then goes for a cannonball, but Belair moves out of the way. Chelsea Green jumps on the apron and Bianca pulls her over the ropes into the ring. Then Bianca gets Piper Niven on her shoulders and hits a KOD onto Chelsea Green. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair picks up the victory. Then next comes the United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Before Nakamura can say anything, here comes the former United States champion, L.A. Knight. Yeah, Knight says, let me talk to ya. He says he's the megastar in the building. He says, cheap shot, cheap victory, cause you ain't the real deal, Naki. The real deal is looking at you right now. Then as LA Knight is getting in the ring, comes Andrade. Andrade says he's here for Nakamura. We have unfinished business. Then as Andrade is about to get in the ring, he's pulled off the apron by Tama Tonga, who attacks him. Then Jacob Fatu gets in the ring and he attacks LA Knight. The beatdown continues in the ring and Solo Sikoa is getting in the ring. As Nakamura looks on, Fatu is held back by Solo as Nakamura leaves the ring. Solo then hits Andrade with a spike and then hits LA Knight with a spike. Oh yeah. Solo grabs a mic and he says, "We are still the ones. And if you step up to us, this is what's gonna happen." Solo says he's still the tribal chief. He's still the head of the table. And I still got this as he clinches the Ulafala. He says anyone who wants to step up, you'll do the same thing as each and everyone will do in this building. Minneapolis, acknowledge me. Then we see Kevin Owens in his car in the parking lot and he says if Michael Cole wants to interview him tonight, he has to come out to the parking lot and interview him in his car. Then the following contest is for the WWE Tag Team Championships as the champs Motor City Machine Guns defend against DIY. The match starts off with Ciampa attacking Sabin, dropping boots on his torso in the corner. Then Shelly holds Ciampa and Sabin basement drop kicks him in the face. Ciampa gets tossed out of the ring and then the Machine Guns hop on the apron and they hit double super kicks on Ciampa. We come back from commercial break and the Machine Guns are going for the skull and bones, but Gargano reverses it and hits a low blow. Shelly looks shocked on the top rope and then he jumps off the top rope and Gargano hits him with a super kick. Gargano then tags Ciampa and they hit the meat in the middle. 1, 2, 3. We've got new WWE Tag Team Champions DIY. Then we see Michael Cole and Kevin Owens sitting out in a car. Michael says, "I plan on doing an unbiased interview." Owens interrupts and says, You unbiased? Are you kidding me? You're the #1 Cody Rhodes fanboy. How many times were you at ringside when Roman Reigns tried to end my career and at Bad Blood Cody teamed up with him? Cody Rhodes betrayed me. He spat in my face. Oh my. Cole says, "You're being very petty and I've got some advice for you if you want to take it. You need to go look in the mirror. You're the problem." Owens screams at him, "What, I'm the problem?" Owens tells Cole to get out of his rental car, which he does. Then Kevin Owens drives away. We go to the back and we see Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, talking to Nick Aldis. Gunther shakes his hand and says, "It was a pleasure speaking with you." Then it was time for the main event of the evening as the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes went one-on-one with Chad Gable from American Made. They lock up to start the match. Cody takes a headlock and takes Gable to the mat. Cody hits a standing vertical reverse suplex. Gable then hits a drop kick to Cody's left leg. Gable goes to the top and hits a diving headbutt. Gable goes back to the top rope, but Cody meets him and hits a inverted superplex. Cody then hits a disaster kick followed up by a Cody cutter only for a 2 count. Cody then goes for a crossroads, but Gable slips out and puts Cody in the ankle lock. Cody gets to the ropes for a break. Chad then hits a German suplex. Chad goes to the top for a moonsault, but he lands on his feet. Cody grabs him from behind and hits the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes picks up the dub in the main event. Then Kevin Owens shows up and he attacks Cody's injured ankle. The refs and agents come out to break up the brawl to close out Friday Night SmackDown.